Hello and welcome to Less Marvellous, where I, your co-host Lauren,
and me, your co-host Josh,
are going to take you through every couple of weeks the latest movie news and maybe some other surprises.
Yeah. How you doing today, Lauren?
I'm good, how are you?
Hot.
Yeah, this weather's a bit of a killer, isn't it?
Yeah, not to instantly date the podcast, but it is so warm.
It's the heat wave of September.
Yeah. Back to school. I went to get my new uniform the other day, all ready to go.
Oh.
You know how hard it is to buy PE kit when you're 6'2", Lauren? So hard.
I forgot you're 6'2". I always see you sitting down.
Okay. What have you brought to a soft play today, Lauren?
Well, I've got a couple of things here that we could chat about, and that I wasn't personally aware of, and I was quite shocked to find out about. So, I just wanted to know, Josh, did you know that very soon there is going to be released a Five Nights at Freddy's film?
I did indeed, starring Matthew Lillard, right? Shaggy himself. I just got a bit of future sight here, Lauren. I think I'm going to reveal how terminally online I am as a person.
So you're probably going to know all of these things.
Have you... Oh, no, ask a question. We've played Five Nights at Freddy's together when we were at uni, didn't we?
Did we?
Yes. Here's a bit of Marvel-less lore for everybody. That me and Lauren met at university, both studying the same course.
Yes.
A course that does not exist anymore. That's how good it was.
No, actually, are you serious?
It's been rebranded like twice since we left.
Oh, what is it now?
Not to dox us, I'm going to bleep this as I say it. It's now called...
Oh.
Yeah, don't do that course anymore. Yeah, we, our friend Asa, who's going to occur again later in this episode, brought it on his laptop, I think. Or was it Slender Man we played? Uh-oh, have I got a fake memory? It could have been both.
I don't know. Maybe we played both.
Because I know they made a Slender Man movie a few years ago.
Yeah, I've never watched that.
Yeah, and then they kind of... It had a weird release because, like, I think either the weekend before it came out or, like, the month before it came out, 2 girls in the real world killed somebody because Slenderman said they should. And then it kind of sullied their fun film release where these girls all kill each other because Slenderman tells them to do so.
Yeah, so it was a video game for a while, was it? And then they've just released the film. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember I've definitely played Five Nights at Freddy's, and I remember being it's a bit freaky, but like I don't think it's like a game that most adults play. I feel like it's like become like a kids thing, isn't it?
It's kind of spawned what I think's dubbed like mascot horror, basically.
Okay.
Like, that's your Five Nights at Freddy's, and then that blue one, you might recognise the blue guy. He's like another horror game that looks like it's aimed at children as well.
Oh man, it's got like sharp teeth and a pointy head.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Elliot accidentally watched that at the holiday club while we was on holiday. And, Huggy Wuggy is called. So he went to the holiday club, and there were some older kids in the club, and they had like free reign of this laptop in the movie room.
Oh yeah.
So
There's already, this is...
So the kids put Huggy Wuggy or whatever it's called on. And I think like something else called Rainbow Friends. And then he came out about an hour later. It's like, I love Huggy Wuggy. I want him to cuddle me. And me and Lee were like, we have no idea about this, and we Googled it, and it's like, apparently he sings a song to the children. It's like, I want to hug you until your very last breath.
Ooh.
And stuff like that. Sounds awful. And then another day on the holiday, he made a sand picture of Huggy Wuggy, and now he has it in his room.
I tell you what, I because I'm an adult and I collect Spider-Man toys. I do find myself every now and again going to my local like toy shop. And in the section, like literally, it'll be like Mario, Batman, Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm like, whoa! What of these is about like these animatronics that kill and eat children?
Yeah,
like
it's mad that like they're aiming it at they're marketing it to children. It's so weird. I don't think the film necessarily is.
I bet it's a 12A.
Should we Google it?
You know what? I'll put a $5 on that, Lauren. I bet it's going to be a 12A.
Josh Hutcherson's in it.
Is he Five Nights or is he Freddy's?
Oh, it's Mike Schmidt. I don't know.
Oh, cool. Oh, Mike. Oh, yeah, Mike. Classic literary character, Mike Schmidt from.
Oh, it's a 15, Josh. A 15.
15. Oh, I lost money there.
I'll have that money, thanks. Send it in the post.
Yeah, I'll Venmo you that. Oh dear. Although we've still got that bet about whether Eternals 2 comes out or not, so we'll.
Oh, it's looking less and less likely.
Although that might be a spoiler for a future episode of this. I can't remember when we talked about that. Oh god, the curtain's falling away. We don't record the episodes in order. Yeah, are you going to go run, don't walk to watch Five Nights at Freddy's?
I mean, I don't think so. I haven't actually watched the trailer. I might watch the trailer. But, no, I mean, no. Would it you?
No. Well, I don't like horror films, Lauren, because I have a nervous disposition, so...
Yeah, I don't think it's like full on. It won't be a full on horror.
It'll be the worst kind of horror film. It'll be jump scary, which is the thing that actually gets me.
Like it was a jump scare kind of game, wasn't it?
Yeah, like I
you'd look and then you turn around and it'd be there. That was just basically the gist of the game.
Yeah, that's the gist of most horror games.
Well, yeah, true.
Yeah, I can deal with like thrillers and stuff. Like me and Aisha watched The Net the other day with Sandra Bullock and like Alien, and because they're like it's a different kind of scary, and I can deal with it. But like stuff where it's just like jump scares, I'm like, nope, too scary. It gives me heart palpitations, and I have to go sit down.
Oh, Josh. No, well, I don't watch horrors very often. No. But
well, apart from Huggy Wuggy.
No, I haven't even seen it. Should really watch it in case Elliot watches it again.
That could be a bonus episode, Laura. We'll sit and watch Huggy Wuggy together.
Oh, God.
And you know what? It'll scare me. If there's a single jump scare, I'll have to get up and leave.
Yeah. I think the last thing I watched like horror-wise was like Paranormal Activity. But
too scary.
It is very scary. Like, I don't know why ghosts freak me out. Like, the thought of ghosts freaks me out. I'm like, oh, I can't deal with it.
Have you watched Get Out? I'm trying to think of modern horror films. I think Get Out came out came out like maybe 5-10 years ago. It's the one about the white family that like take the bodies of black people. It was made by Jordan Peele.
Yeah, I've seen that one. And
was that scary?
What was the recent one with the things flying around?
Oh, Nope.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen those too. I didn't find Get Out that scary. It was just creepy.
Maybe I'll give Get Out a go and I'll stand in the doorway when I watch it.
You just need a blanket to hide behind.
Yeah. It's so funny though, because before I had like a mental breakdown during the pandemic, I genuinely used to watch loads of horror films. That's like my gateway into cinema. But I really like 80s horror films, which traditionally tend not to be scary.
Oh yeah, they're not. I think they're just so dated that it can't be scary anymore.
Yeah, have you seen the original Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah.
Like the bit where Freddy extends his arms to be like 5 meters long and he's touching both sides of the street. I remember seeing that for the first time and like actually cry laughing. Like you know the kind of cry laughing where it hurts so much.
It's funny now, like the practical effects and stuff that they used before.
Yeah.
It just looks so silly now.
Yeah, I mean, that film gets a bonus point in my eyes because it's got a Johnny Depp death in it, so that's always...
I was going to save this fact for another thing, but let's for like a Halloween special, but I was watching like a TikTok or something, and they were talking about Nightmare on Elm Street, and they said that Freddy Krueger's only on screen for 7 minutes of the film.
That's pretty good. It's like how in I really like that. That's like how in Star Wars, the first one, Darth Vader's on the screen for like 11 minutes.
Yeah, and for him to be that scary in like 7 minutes, very, very good writing, I guess.
Yeah, and it's like, yes, it's a compliment to like writing and like character design and like putting them on the poster.
Someone coming to kill you in your dreams is pretty scary.
I mean, it's like such a like basic concept. It's like perfect. You know, it's that thing. Do you want to see a simple idea executed really well, or do you want to see a complex idea executed incredibly poorly?
Yeah.
You know, and every time I want to see something executed poorly because it makes me feel better about my own skill. Give me some more news I can use, Lauren. Give me some more news I can use. What you got?
Okay.
What
you probably already know this one, but I was slightly horrified to find out that they are doing yet again another Fast and Furious film.
Genuinely news to me. What number would that be?
I don't even know. 12?
12?
I think 12, maybe more.
Wow.
I don't know. The gist, I didn't really read the article properly, but the gist of it was Jason Momoa's character was so good they had to make another film to put him in. And I was just baffled.
You don't hear that about like iconic film performances, do you? You know what, Liam Neeson, you were so good as Joseph Schindler. We need to make another Schindler's List.
I just can't believe it. These films must obviously be making a lot of money for them just to keep making them.
Yeah, have you seen like any of them?
I haven't seen any after Jason Statham turned up. So maybe like 7 or 8. I don't know.
I think the last one I watched was Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, I mean, you're not missing much, to be fair. Yeah. I mean, The Rock turns up for a bit, and then he falls out with everybody, and now he's gone again.
That's an excuse not to watch them then, because I cannot stand The Rock.
Sorry, Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, well, at that point, is he still The Rock at that point, or is he Dwayne Johnson?
I have no idea.
Because we watched one of the Mummy films last month, and he was credited as Dwayne The Rock Johnson in that.
Oh.
Because there was...
That must have been Scorpion King, though.
Yeah, he plays a Scorpion
Mummy
King.
Returns.
He plays... Okay, you know what, Dwayne? Your performance as the Scorpion King in The Mummy 2 was so good. We've got to make another film about this.
No, but I love that Scorpion King movie.
Oh, yeah,
I was obsessed with that Mummy universe for a while.
I am trying to find... I keep looking through the list of the Marvel film we can compare to The Mummy.
I mean, we're kind of a ragtag bunch. We could do Guardians of the Galaxy.
I think Guardians might be perfect. There's three Mummies movies. There's 3 Guardians movies. It might be the perfect.
Oh, the third one was not even worth watching, though.
Oh yeah. Well, it's got. To be fair, I stan Brendan Fraser.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm here for the Renaissance. I've not seen him for a while though. He's disappeared again.
He's like he won that Oscar and it kind of killed his career again. It's weird.
Like, where's he gone?
Yeah, it's interesting because doing the arts, it's not like doing a sport because you can't necessarily win. Like there's like Usain Bolt is the fastest man on the planet, and he can't. There's no more he can do. If you get what I mean. It's like, oh, I'm already the fastest guy on the planet. I probably physically can't get any faster. I've won being a runner. But you can't win being an actor or an artist, can you? Like,
well, I suppose when you win an Oscar, if that's your ultimate goal, you're done.
Yeah, like Brendan Fraser won his Oscar. He's done.
Yeah, see you later.
Yeah. Oh, man. I
still haven't seen The Whale, have you?
Oh no, it looks way too sad. I think I'm coming across in this podcast as like a real idiot. Like, I mean,
why?
Because I don't watch horror films, won't watch sad films. You
only watch Marvel films.
But I have such a I'd say the most pretentious thing about myself is I think I have a really eclectic taste in film.
Yeah, you do.
I just can't I'm kind of my point proven right. I'm not a big fan of films that people make with the primary objective to win an Oscar.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It
feels forced, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's always about someone with some actor playing someone with a disability, or something to do with the Holocaust, and it's just
just a bit depressing.
Yeah, which is why I was genuinely shocked, how well Everything Everywhere All at Once did, because it was dealing with really important films like that, intergenerational trauma and how that is in Asian American families and with immigrants in the country, and it was an issues film, but it also wasn't just oh, let me get you the world's fucking smallest violin.
Yeah, but it was sad.
Yeah.
And it was funny, and it was exciting. It did all of those things. It didn't just have to be sad, or it didn't have to be depressing. You came away feeling wow, that was heavy, but you were wow, that blew my mind as well. Yeah.
If the suspension of disbelief falls away for a second when I'm watching a film, I'm I have to turn this off. It's a construct.
Yeah, I think sometimes doing a film course and stuff kind of ruins things a bit for you, because sometimes I'm oh, all I can think about is him putting this weird thing around his face or whatever while he's doing this close-up shot, and then that's all I can think about. And it just kind of ruins your suspension of disbelief, like you said.
Yeah. It is because sometimes the artifice of the film falling away can be make it really enjoyable, I find.
Yeah.
There's that shot in Everything Ever All at Once where you see them editing the film on Zoom.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that. And again, that's peeling away the artifice of the film.
Yeah.
But, again, and then, I do wonder, speaking of people who haven't done anything, what are the Daniels going to do now?
Don't know.
Have you seen Swiss Army Man?
Is that... Is that the one with Daniel Radcliffe
with his corpse? Yeah.
Yeah. I think Lee watched it and I was half watching it.
Yeah. I mean, people have described that as something with the style of Everything Everywhere All at Once, but with none of the gumption and emotion.
Right.
It's a good running start.
Right. So that was the test.
Yeah. I mean,
they had a good script or something.
And I think if you look at stylized directors like the Daniels, or you see a lot. I think Wes Anderson's work is if you watch his films in order, if you were to watch Bottle Rocket and then watch I've not seen it yet, Asteroid City, you'd be they're impossible. How is that the same guy?
Yeah.
But if you watch them, you see how you arrive at Asteroid City, or at Grand Budapest or The French Dispatch. I know some people can't stand Anderson, but I really do like Anderson.
I'm just the ones that I have watched, I've really enjoyed. Grand Budapest Hotel, I think is one of my favourite films.
Yeah,
it's just so good. But then I look at some of his other films and I'm just I can't see myself watching them because they seem a bit pretentious, if that makes sense.
I think that's the thing about them, is that they come across as being really pretentious, but I don't feel any of that watching them. They're certainly very white.
Yeah.
Like that is an issue in his films.
I was going to say that's an issue in most films.
Yeah, and even the film The Darjeeling Limited, which is about going across India and experiencing it is still a predominantly very white cast.
Yeah.
I am. But again, I love The Darjeeling Limited as someone who has two brothers. It's a film about three brothers trying to reconnect. And I'm like, yeah, I can relate to that.
Oh. Yeah, I need to give some more a go.
Have you seen Mr. Fox?
No.
Oh, it's not my favourite of his films. I probably would say Fantastic Mr. Fox might be the best Wes Anderson movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is. Do you like Roald Dahl? Like Willy Wonka? All that stuff?
No.
Well, oh dear. Abort, pull up.
I like the Matilda musical.
Oh, look, there you go. You like some Roald Dahl. It is very... I think it's very, very funny. Like, I think Mr. Fox might be his funniest movie.
Okay.
And it was, I believe, and if I'm wrong on this, please sending an email calling me a fucking idiot. It was co-written by Noah Baumbach. So if you like the Barbie movie, you might like Mr. Fox.
No, I did. I think you're right. Cause I remember Googling Noah Baumbach because I was like, he sounds really familiar, and I couldn't work out where I'd heard his name before.
He is a frequent collaborator with Wes, I believe.
Yeah, I think they're good friends.
That's nice.
By the looks of it.
Yeah, I mean they look like they. In my image in their head, they also look very similar.
Yeah. I think so. They're both a little bit. They're sort of like they come across as short, quirky white men to me.
Don't know what that's like.
Not being 6'2". Okay, so this is my final piece of news for the day, I guess. So you probably know this one too, but the Marvel universe is now so complicated that they're releasing a book to make you understand it.
Which universe?
The cinematic universe. So the Marvel Cinematic Universe is so complicated. They are releasing a book.
To who?
To whoever's going to spend money on it.
No, I mean, who finds it complicated?
I have no idea. They're just releasing a book of the timeline that explains the timeline.
So it's just a list of the films in order.
Well, apparently it needs explaining. So they're releasing a book.
That, Lauren, has shook me. I thought you were going to say about that Ant-Man novel that they're releasing.
Oh no, that would be a lot better, wouldn't it?
But they're like the book in Ant-Man 3 that he's selling.
Yeah.
They're releasing that.
Are they?
Yeah. Oh. See, that's clever.
Maybe this is just a taster before the Ant-Man book comes out.
Yeah. So, do I have to read the timeline book before I read the Ant-Man book? Or?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
I had some very spoiler alert for an episode that's going to come out in 2 years' time. I had very mixed feelings about that Ant-Man movie.
It was terrible. Well, it wasn't terrible. I can't say it was terrible.
Every time it did something that pushed the plot forward, I was like, oh yeah, this is good, this is picking up speed. Then it'd be then it would cut to original Wasp being like, I can't tell you my secret. And it's been 2 hours, just tell them your secret.
I was in the cinema watching it with Lee, and Lee was like, this is so good. And I was not enjoying it.
Yeah, see, I got to sit in the comfort of my own home and watch it, so...
Yeah. Sometimes it's a gamble to go to watch a Marvel movie at the cinema.
Yeah, it really is. We're trying to think what's the last Marvel film I went to watch at the cinema. It might have been Shang-Chi.
Oh, yeah. That was good, though. I enjoyed Shang-Chi.
I was really impressed by Shang-Chi. That was the... That was the biggest curveball I think they've done in a while.
Yeah, and they'll probably cut that out.
I'll
never see Shang-Chi again.
No, I tell you, he's going to get the Eternals treatment. He's going to be in the background of an Avengers movie.
With his 10 rings that are super important.
I mean, they were all over that Ant-Man movie, weren't they? And they're all over Ms. Marvel.
No idea.
Yeah, like the
For the effect.
Yeah, like Quang, fucking hell. Oh, this guy, he thinks it's called Quang. Kang's, like, spacecraft was, like, the same kind of structure of 10 rings.
Yeah.
And Miss Marvel's bracelet is also a similar kind of thing. I mean, the biggest disappointment for me in the past couple of years has been Miss Marvel. It's just like... Give her some weird quantum power. So in the comic books, do you know what's going on with Miss Marvel in the comics?
No.
She's no longer an Inhuman. She is now a mutant. She's an X-Men now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they did a soft reboot just to, I think they kind of they're maybe trying to phase out the whole Inhuman thing from the Marvel comics.
Yeah.
You know what? I would like a book. I'd like a book to explain the Marvel comic universe to me. And it would be thicker than a Bible.
You'd need like 6 or 7 books, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I don't get... like, no offense to anyone who is confused by this. Like... I don't get who's...
I don't know
I could understand disinterested in it.
Well, I'm just going to read it. So follow the entire story of the MCU before the Big Bang to the blip and beyond. Along the way, learn more about the evolution of the Iron Man armors, the hunt for the Infinity Stones, the formation of the multiverse. Want to know how many times aliens have invaded Earth or complete the history of Cap Shield? Watch the films. The position in it like a movie buff keepsake, which I thought it was going to be more of like a guess how much it costs.
Oh, okay. Can I have a multiple choice quiz?
Okay. £10.
Mm-hmm.
£30 or £50.
It's £50, isn't it?
It's the £28.55, 30 quid.
Good Lord.
And then, do you think they're trying to make their money back from that Ant-Man film?
Yeah, I cannot wait to get that 6 times for Christmas and thumb through it.
Oh dear.
Did I tell you I had a very Spider-Man heavy 30th birthday?
I mean, that's the best kind of birthday, surely.
It is. Lauren, thank you so much for this information. That you saved the best for last, by the way. If I didn't have to be on mic, I would be around this room stomping and screaming and saying why. See,
just in it for the dollar, I think.
Yeah, good Lord. I get the Ant-Man book. That's kind of clever.
Do you want to know how much that's going to cost? That's underneath.
Oh, is that £35?
£20.75.
Yeah, oh God. You see, the clever thing to do as well would to get Paul Rudd to do the audiobook, because people like Paul Rudd.
What if he refuses to do it? And then just some random bloke reading it.
Paul Rudd will do Ant-Man till he's dead. Like, my memory of that film's coming back to me clearer. Every time Paul Rudd was in the film, I was happy. Every time Paul Rudd wasn't in the film, I was like, why the fuck am I watching these other characters in this Ant-Man movie?
I just don't get the purpose of that film.
To introduce Quang.
They'd already introduced him, though.
Yeah, to introduce him again. For people who didn't watch the Loki show. Quang. Lauren, Quang.
So, what have you got for me then, Josh?
Well, I've been keeping an eye on what's been coming out and what's been in the news this week. And what I mean by that is going on Instagram. The 3 properties caught my eye this week, either newly released or upcoming.
I thought you meant houses for a second.
No. The Little Mermaid is now available on Disney+.
Oh yeah, no, totally know about that.
One Piece, the live-action show, has come to Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And Taylor Swift has a movie coming out at some point.
And everybody wants.
We'll talk more about these each individually in a minute. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun, hark back to those lockdown days where we're all trapped indoors, and maybe we could do some quizzes. I've got some quizzes.
Wow. Okay.
I want to start with the Little Mermaid quiz, if that's okay, and then you can pick whether you want to do One Piece or Taylor Swift after that.
Okay.
So, do you know much about the Little Mermaid remake, other than the massive controversy? I say controversy it caused when it was announced.
I mean, I saw it about 5 times in a row recently because Elliot watched it over and over again.
Is it? You seem qualified to answer this question, Mark. Is it any good?
It's okay.
Is it as good as the original Little Mermaid, in your opinion?
No.
Is Part of Your World as good?
The song?
Yeah.
I think the songs are not that bad. It's the realistic fish singing along that are a bit weird.
Oh, how was Kiss the Girl? They're the 2 songs I know from Little Mermaid.
I mean, I didn't watch it all properly.
You've seen it 5 times. You don't know what Kiss the Girl was like, Lauren. Pull your finger out. Come on.
Busy tidying up after the kids while it was on, and I was just like, I can't sit in here and watch this again.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la, don't be shy.
There's the intro.
So this quiz I've got, Lauren, this is just for your enjoyment. It's which Little Mermaid TM character are you?
If I'm not Flounder, I'll be sad.
So you're aiming for Flounder, okay. Brought to us by lovely people at BuzzFeed.com, so people can play along at home when they'd like.
Thanks, BuzzFeed.
By Ayanna Holmes, a community contributor with 840 points.
Wow.
That's how you credit people, by the way. Any film students listening, that's how you credit people. You just say the name. If they do any amount of work, you just say they did it. That's all it takes. Anyway, so Lauren, who's your favourite villain? Is it the Evil Queen, Maleficent, Stepmother, or Mother Gothel? Would you like the films these people are from, or do you just like the names randomly?
Oh, and Mother Gothel's from Rapunzel, right?
She is indeed.
Yeah, I'll go with Mother Gothel.
Mother Gothel it is.
I mean, if you're going to have an actual favourite villain, it's Hades.
Oh, yeah. Who didn't? And you just love James Wood's personal beliefs as well, let alone his performance in that film.
I have no idea what his personal beliefs are.
I think he was maybe a Trumper, I can't remember. What's your favourite colour? Green, blue, yellow or red? The only 4 colours there is.
What kind of green have they got on there?
It's actually the word green written in white on a black background.
I will go with green. Written in white, please.
Actually, a bit of fun here. Green is my favourite colour. How would your friends describe you? Pretty, bossy, nice, loyal, ambitious, or strong?
Nice.
Nice it is. Are you doing this to try and get Flounder, or are you being sincere? Good.
I don't know what people would say about me. I don't think... I'd say loyal or nice, I reckon people would say.
I've picked nice. We can't go back, Lauren. I don't know how. We don't have the technology to go back on a BuzzFeed quiz. When was your last relationship? A few months ago? I don't know. Never. Or years ago? No choice for current relationships.
So, sorry. What's the most recent one then?
I guess your last relationship would be years ago, because that's when it started, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's been about
about
17 years now, so yeah.
Wow. Congratulations. You get less for murder. That's the kind of thing horror people say, when, isn't it? Here's maybe a personal question for a BuzzFeed quiz to find out whether you're Sebastian the Crab or not. How's life? Meh. Great. Okay. Or pretty bad?
Meh.
Meh. No, I don't think these are... Ooh, good Lord, you got the answer really quick there. Would you like to guess who you are, Lauren?
I feel like I might be one of them eels.
It does say one of them eels. Wait, it doesn't even know.
I don't know what they're called.
You've seen the film 5 times. Come on, you're Ariel.
Oh,
there you go.
I mean, when I was little, I used to pretend to be Ariel in the bath. So, wow.
So
never thought this day would come.
There we go. We call that full circle, Lauren. That's what we call that. So, would you like to do Taylor Swift or One Piece next?
I mean, I don't know if this is going to be offensive to anybody, but I have no idea what One Piece is, apart from there's a guy that wears a straw hat.
Let's do One Piece. Okay. So, I asked our good friend Asa, who is the resident anime expert I know, what One Piece is. And he basically told me it's like a incredibly long-running, like, pirate epic series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The guy with the straw hat is called Luffy.
Oh, yeah.
Luffy.
That sounds familiar, yes.
And he runs the Straw Hat Pirates, funnily enough.
Oh, okay.
And the quiz I've got you here is, which One Piece character are you? Is there anyone you're aiming for in this, Lauren, in particular?
I mean, I'm quite happy with anybody because I don't know what they're like.
This was brought to us by the people at haywise.com. No writer is credited.
Hey everybody, it's Josh cutting in here from this cool nightclub I'm currently in. I should have checked before we began, but this quiz took us about 45 minutes to complete, which nobody in their right mind wants to listen to. So what I've done here is I've cut it down to around 10 minutes and put some smooth jazz underneath it that I stole from a YouTube video. Buckle down. You can just listen to us go absolutely mental as we do this One Piece quiz on the hottest night of the year. I've got to go now because someone's just bringing me my drink. Hope you enjoy this section. Bye.
Alright, your role as a member of the Straw Hat Pirates is guaranteed. That's great. Guaranteed work is really hard to come by in this day and age, so that's,
Wow.
But if you weren't a pirate, what job would you have?
Oh.
A doctor? A chef? A king? I have issues with calling that a job. A pirate hunter? An archaeologist? Or a shipwright? There's 6 jobs available.
What's a shipwright?
I don't know.
Oh, I mean, I'll go for archaeologist.
We all have things that make us stand out. What makes you stand out? My straw hat. My spiral eyebrows. My sunglasses. My blue cap. My swords. Sorry. Or my Hawaiian shirt.
I do like to carry my swords everywhere. I'm going to go with swords.
So how many miles can you run, Lauren? 4, 2, 1, 10, 5 or 3?
There's not an option for 0, so I'm going to go with 1.
You get to a new place. What's the first crime you commit?
I would probably be swearing profanities.
Which sea animal would you like to spend the rest of your life as?
I think I'd like to be a blue whale.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun that you were offered sea animals there and you did choose another mammal, but we won't read into that too much. don't know why I'm giving you grief for this.
Yeah.
Which ancient Greek god do you feel most like?
I don't think of what half of them did. What did Apollo do?
I don't know.
Dionysus? Is that the one that was drunk?
Yeah, maybe?
I'll go with Dionysus.
Dionysus it is. It may be difficult to find great entertainment, but anime is always good. What other anime do you watch? Oh, I can answer this for you, by the way, but I will say the options.
It's like, if that option's not in there, then there's no other option. Well, considering I watched an episode of Pokemon before this podcast, I will pick Pokemon. It was like a new one.
Yeah, what was happening in your episode of Pokemon?
She took a flute up a mountain, dropped her flute, came back down the mountain, got upset that she'd left her flute up there, and then...
Wait, what?
It was like a new one for the new game. And it all looked really nice, and they'd done some different animation and stuff, but afterwards I was like, I don't really know what happened.
Pick a quote. I'll try and give some emoting to this as well. Okay. Right, let's have some fun. Don't laugh.
You're doing some really good emoting there.
You have to accept the fact that you are not your best. What? What's your favourite planet to stare at?
Oh, my favourite planet's not there, so I'll go with Jupiter.
What's your favourite cartoon theme song?
I'll go with Pokemon.
I just want to say, I've got a targeted ad at the bottom of this quiz. It's
for
like...
Pokemon?
No, for a woman who's got a tea bag on her face.
Why has she got a tea bag on her face?
Glaucoma and cataract can disappear and vision can return quickly. In brackets, stop doing this.
Stop putting your tea bag on your eye.
I don't know.
Be a cataract.
Let's clear them right up.
Fucking hell. Okay. Right. Just in case anybody out there is listening, you cannot cure glaucoma or your cataracts with a tea bag.
What dreams wake you in the middle of the night, Lauren?
As I said previously, I do like to keep my swords with me at all times, so I do worry that they might break while I'm thrashing them about.
Getting recognition for our hard work is always appreciated. Which award would you like to win one day? I mean, you surely want to get an Oscar, seeing that you won acting.
Well, you get Oscars for different things, so yeah, I'll have an Oscar.
What for?
Best podcast.
There we go. I will be the first to win it, unless it's for a different podcast you're doing. An Oscar.
I am pretty busy with all my podcasts.
How do you feel about getting housework done? Need to rush through it? We all need to pitch in.
I thought this was finished.
By the way, "it's" was spelt wrong every time it appeared in this.
How can you spell "it's" wrong?
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? My scars, my size, my attitude, my success, my strength, my legs.
I've changed my legs. Swapping for swords. I would like to dance to the cha-cha slide.
I mean, it's the best dance ever because it tells you how to dance to it.
Exactly. You don't have to remember.
What guides you through life? My mind, my heart, my swords. No. Which Nintendo character do you most resemble? Cloud Strife, Samus Aran, Link, Donkey Kong, Ash Ketchum, Pikachu.
Donkey Kong, I guess.
I mean, your arms are longer than your legs. I didn't want to mention this.
How many more questions is there?
It doesn't say. Which do you... Oh, God, it closed. It closed. Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Are you okay?
Oh, my God, I thought it'd gone. I thought we'd lost the quiz we've been doing for 20 minutes. What is the worst thing that has ever happened to you?
This quiz.
Getting lost, being caught, losing my boat, removing other mortals from this plane, losing my legs, becoming a reindeer.
You know what? After I made the decision to change my legs to swords, turned out to be the worst thing that ever happened to me. So losing my legs.
Okay. What is the best thing that can happen to you?
Getting my legs back.
Listen to the Marvelless podcast, hosted by Josh, who's 6'2", and Lauren, who's got swords for legs. Oh, it's done, Lauren.
Oh, God.
The joke's not funny anymore, and it's done. This was meant to be a stupid One Piece quiz.
What am I going to be? Something swords for legs.
Lauren, you got Frankie.
Okay, great.
Being thrown overboard as a kid and losing Tom may have been tragic, but it made you stronger than the metal you fixed your body with. Your skills have given you a lot of ability, but it's your determination and antics that the team loves.
Alright, have you seen One Piece?
No. So, Lauren, you may or may not have heard is that Taylor Swift has got a movie coming out.
Yes, I have been made aware that Taylor Swift has got a movie coming out.
Who made you aware of that?
You, when you were extremely upset by that.
I have no problems with her releasing a movie. I have problems with people calling it like an indie project. And I understand it is semi-independent, but she also was given $20 million to make it.
She got that money independently.
Independently from her wealthy manager parents. So, and you may not know, the film is going to... Taylor Swift's currently doing her Eras tour.
Yes.
So I got us a quiz here that is 7 questions.
Okay, good.
Called Which Taylor Swift Era Are You? Because as we both know, we're all aware of all the Taylor Swift eras. Mm-hmm. There was the bit where she flew her private jet everywhere she went.
Have you heard about her new era where she leaves hotels in suitcases so the paparazzi don't see her?
There was the other era where Kanye West barged up onto stage and was like... did his thing. So, here we go. 7 questions. I'm coming at this with a new energy where we're both excited about this quiz, Lauren. Okay.
Can't wait to find out which T-Swizz I am.
You hear a Taylor... Take 2. When you hear a T Swift song, what do you pay attention to? Her choice of instrumentation, the way she writes her songs, the emotional range of the song, the way even a heartbreak song has a feeling of positivity, even if it's in a pinch, the uniqueness of her voice. I would not describe Taylor Swift as having a unique voice. The way she could get away with being honest, the overall creativity of her song.
I'm going to go with the way she writes her songs.
Cool beans. Oh, by the way, slagging off Marvel, that might annoy a few nerds on the internet. Us going after Taylor Swift is like...
I mean, I think you're going after Taylor Swift.
She's got a better singing voice than me. Look, I can slag her off. She's a millionaire. I'm an idiot.
She'll come at you, though.
You what you gonna do? Fly a private jet to me and come shout at me?
I don't know. I saw. Look, sometimes I end up on Taylor Swift TikTok, which is weird. But she did something the other day where she was like commenting on like TikTok videos and like cancelling people.
Oh, good! I cannot wait to get cancelled by Taylor Swift. What is the most favourite / relatable Swift song among these? I have not heard of any of these songs, so I cannot wait to say these names out loud. Place in This World. Death by 1,000 Cuts, which sounds like an amazing movie. Enchanted. Never Grow Up. Teardrops on My Guitar. Picture to Burn. Hours. As in yours and mine, hours.
I'm going to go with Teardrops on My Guitar, because I don't know any of those songs.
Which one are you? 7 pictures. The first picture is a woman in a darkened room with what appears to be a ring light on, and she's holding a rose in one hand, and on the other hand, she is holding up a piece of paper which she's drawn a sad face on over her face. Number 2 is a woman dancing in falling autumn leaves, a library, a flooded Japanese railway cart, the inside of a very fancy hotel or the bachelor mansion, a view from a New York apartment window, or some chairs on the beach. Which one are you, Laura?
I'm just going to say number 2.
Number 2, a woman dancing in autumn leaves.
Oh, yeah. It's nearly autumn. There we go.
What career from these? I don't know. I've got too many plans. I don't know which one. The first 2 can't be I don't know. You're not even given any other options. An artist, as in the one who paints. A social worker. Actress/actor. Assassin B-word. Politician.
I'll be a social worker and help the children.
Yeah. What are you thinking right now? Closes his eyes and chooses a random option, which is apparently this one. This quiz got so off the rails that I write this. What happened? Uses calculator. 7 times 7 is 49. The fact that you wrote so many options itself is worthy of appreciation. A question mark. I guess that's for Taylor Swift's Riddler era. I'm going to go and reblog your post and put the era I got in the tags. Why is there so much censoring? I will cuss whenever the fuck I want. I can't believe you did it again. How are you assigning personality types based on this? And that was one long-ass quiz.
That was one long-ass quiz.
It was 7 questions.
It felt longer than the last one.
Ooh. So, would you like to guess which Taylor Swift era you got?
If I'm not Shake It Off era, I will be sad.
Okay. Good news, Lauren. You are Red era.
Oh, is that one of her albums?
I don't know. I don't know this.
Oh, God.
I've got a description.
I did so much Googling today. Taylor Swift Red.
It's
songs.
almost beautiful the way you feel things. Your feelings range from realistic to irrational. You know that love isn't just your cup of tea, but you keep trying and hoping that your belief is proved wrong. When you get hurt, it usually takes up all your thoughts and sleep, and it takes you some time to overcome that sensation. Mm-hmm. But when you are out of that turmoil, no one can stop you. You would choose spending time with your friends over anything. Love has many colours, but for you, it's red. It's red.
Oh, okay. So I know 1, 2, 3, 4 songs from that album. I'm quite proud of myself.
Is Shake It Off one of them?
Shake It Off is not on there.
Okay.
But I feel like she's just redone this album recently because a lot of these songs have been in the charts.
Oh yeah. Is she re-recording all of her music for the money?
Well,
are you allowed to say that about Taylor Swift?
Well, I suppose she must be. It must be for money as well, but it's for her own control of them. Hence, getting money.
Controlling all the money.
Yeah.
Well, Lauren, I think this has come to a close. What did we learn today?
That there's too many Fast and Furious films.
Yep.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe is complicated, and people shouldn't write quizzes on the internet.
Oh dear. Thank you for joining us for this Less Marvelless. Next episode will be a regular scheduled programming of putting two films into battle to the death and deciding which is better. Mm-hmm. I believe coming up next we have The Incredible Hulk versus The Nutty Professor.
Oh yeah, yep.
Good one, that stuff. One. Yeah, it's I know it's a lot to say about your second episode, but I think that is a very good episode.
It's incredible, you could say.
Right. As always, thanks again for listening. Thanks to Luke for the music.
Thanks, Luke.
If you've got any hate mail, send it to themarvellouspodcast@gmail.com.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, like, retweet, revine, make a TikTok stitch of this. Do one of those TikToks where it's a guy, where just a video plays, but there's a guy sat in the corner, pointing up at the TikTok, nodding along.
I thought you was going to say one of those things where there's like a computer-generated marble just running down a track. And there's just like a piece of text at the top, and then just someone talking.
Do that, and then do the guy sat in the corner nodding and pointing. and then put a Family Guy clip on top of that.
That's how you get your TikTok scene.
Yeah, and then underneath that, put a really heart-wrenching scene from like The Boy in the Striped Pajamas or something. Right, so this is the bit where the podcast ends.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
What do you mean, viral old people's home, by the way?
There's like, there were like old people like dancing in the hallway and doing like TikTok dances and stuff.
Look at Ethel, she's doing the Charleston.
Yeah, it was literally that. And then there was like, I think they had to be like, oh, sadly, Beryl died. To their followers, it's just like... I'll have to see if I could find it. Unless they've shut themselves down after all the old people died.
It's crazy. They all did this one TikTok dance and it killed all of them.
Right, okay. Okay.